Good evening, or almost evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We are here right on the grassy green of Washington, D.C. Mall. And behind me, there's going to be a big concert tonight performed by the United States Army Band. This is Festival Overture. This is going to be a pretty big concert. Really large stage. We got multiple TV cameras in the back. If you want, you can check this out right down here. And you can scan that QR code and get more information. Actually, there's a really large QR code. There's a really large QR code right there. But this is going to be an awesome concert. I hope you enjoy it. I got the United States Capitol right behind me. Right over here, right behind the stage. You got the Washington Monument. The color guard and honor guard is going to present the colors. And the band is just starting to arrive, get their practice in. I hope you enjoy this concert on the Mall. United States Army Festival Overture.
United States Army Band Pershing Zone, under the baton of our leader and commander, Colonel Andrew J. Esch. In 1922, General John J. Pershing ordered the formation of the United States Army Band as the premier musical organization of our nation's senior service. For 100 years, Pershing Zone has maintained a proud tradition of excellence, performing here at home and around the world. From the grandeur of the Capitol steps and the White House lawn, to the battlefields of World War II and the hallowed hills of Arlington National Cemetery. We use music to tell the Army story and honor the sacrifice of all those who have served our nation. The soldiers you see before you represent the unparalleled excellence found in the people who volunteer to serve our nation in uniform, continuing the common thread of selfless service, woven through the tapestry of our American Army for more than 247 years. Sir, I do believe this is the first time you've been introduced as the newly promoted and newly appointed 38th Vice Chief of Staff of the Army, General Randy George. Now, as you came out to your seats, you may have noticed behind the stage, we are joined tonight by members of the Presidential Salute Battery of the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard. And if you're a seasoned Army band concert-going veteran, well, you probably have a pretty good idea what those cannons are going to be used for. However, tonight we're not going to play the 1812 Overture. It just doesn't make sense this year. Out of respect for what's going on in the world, we chose to focus on our own music. And tonight we're changing things up a bit. We're reserving the best for last. Our national anthem will be at the end of the program as part of the festival overture on the Star-Spangled Banner. And I am here to promise you that those cannons are going to be used in a totally awesome way with music that brings the focus on America. So we opened our program tonight with a concert overture by Antonin Dvorak. It's a part of a trilogy of overtures, Nature, Life, and Love, and it forms the second part, Life. What a perfect way to open our program tonight. Stephen Ledbetter's program notes for the first performance of our next piece read in part, John Williams has been asked over the years to provide suitable music for many occasions, music of celebration, composed for a special event, can lift the spirits and can bring people together in harmony that is all too often lacking in our world today. Please enjoy John Williams' Hymn to New England. Whether you think of our country as a melting pot or as a mixing bowl, whatever sentiment really speaks to you, the sentiment still holds true. The strength of a nation is its people, and indeed it applies across borders. The strength of the world is its people. And tonight we celebrate our diversity. We celebrate working together for the common good with our next song. Originally by the Waylon Jennies, here's our version of One Voice.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, the sound of every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust.
to join us for what could be the first ever international concert with NATO voices and Pershing's own right here in Washington, D.C. Together, we are stronger. Joining us from Slovakia, Sergeant Jan Mudry. From Germany, Master Chief Petty Officer Stephanie Hippler. And from the United Kingdom, Lance Corporal Robert Jakeman and Lance Corporal Sophie Henderson Sykes. So we're now going to feature an entire section of tonight's band with an arrangement by Sergeant Major retired Paul Murtha. His arrangement of these jazz tunes of Dizzy Gillespie, of Hoagie Carmichael, and Ray Noble really hit it out of the park. You might recognize A Night in Tunisia, Georgia on My Mind, and Cherokee. Tonight, the saxophone section includes members from across the entire unit. From the concert band, Sergeant First Class Paul Tucker. From ceremonial band, Sergeants First Class Michelle Acton and Ben Boker. And from the blues, Master Sergeant Xavier Perez and Staff Sergeant Dan Andrews. Truly a joint effort from across the unit. You are in for a real treat. Here is Suite for Jazz Saxophone. Members of the Army Chorus presenting our version of the popular cadence call, They Say That in the Army. Forward, march!
They say that in the army the chow is mighty fine.
They say that in the army the chow is mighty fine.
A chicken jumped off the table and started marking time.
A chicken jumped off the table and started marking time.
Oh Lord, I wanna go.
Oh Lord, I wanna go.
But they won't let me go.
But they won't let me go. Hey!
Yep. Army life is something else. Let's start with the food. They say that in the army the biscuits are so fine. One rolled off the table and killed a friend of mine. Oh, I don't want no more of army life. Gee, Mom, I wanna go home.
I got another one for you. They say that in the army the coffee is so fine. It's good for cuts and bruises and tastes like iodine.
Oh, I don't want no more of army life. Gee, Ma, I wanna go home. Speaking of breakfast, they say that in the army the pancakes are so fine.
Now you could try to chew them, but you're only wasting time.
Oh, I don't want no more of army life. Gee, Ma, I wanna go home.
But last night we had 10 puppies, and this morning only 9.
I don't want no more of army life. Gee, Ma, I wanna go home. I don't want no more of army life. Gee, Ma, I wanna go home. We haven't left the deep back yet.
How about those pay and benefits?
Tell 'em, guys.
army, the tents are waterproof. You wake up in the morning and you're floating on the roof. I don't want no more of army life. Shima, I wanna go home. I don't want no more of army life. Shima, I wanna go home.
My recruiter proudly told me that I'd look great in green. He skipped over the part where I'd be cleaning the latrine. I don't want no more of army life. Jima, I wanna go. I wanna go home. Jima, I wanna go home. We really need it.
Just couldn't do it. We'll begin tonight with one of the youngest of the services, the Coast Guard, and we'll end with the Army, the most mature. Here is your Armed Forces salute. The Coast Guard. The Space Force. The strength of a nation is its people. The foundation of that strength is sure when spread across the many perspectives, talents, and abilities of a nation that embraces its differences. The same applies to the world. When the world embraces the unique perspectives, talents, and abilities of countries working together for the common good, it is a position of strength. In April of 1949, not far from here in Washington, D.C., the North Atlantic Treaty was signed, creating the alliance known as NATO. The alliance promotes democratic values and diplomacy and enables members to consult and cooperate on defense and security-related issues, build trust, and, in the long run, prevent conflict. We honor that 73-year alliance tonight, alongside our guests from the NATO member countries of the United Kingdom, Slovakia, and Germany.
My wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings.
Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
I hear the sweetest sound, the sound of hope to come. Together we could bring goodwill to everyone. Let it start with you, let it start with me. Let every nation rise and sing this melody. Fill the air with joyful noise, ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth, let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine, let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with years, but we're gonna celebrate his retirement tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the wonderful Colonel Andrew West. Come on. I got you, sir. Hey, we're gonna celebrate you tonight, sir.
Sir?
Come on, friends. Hey, we love you, sir. Come on. I found the love provides the key, unlocks the heart and soul to you and me. Love will learn to sing your song. Yeah.
It's written in the stone.
It's an oldie but a goodie. Every man I meet is walking time. Free to wander past his conscious mind. Love will come and take you home. Yeah. Love
It's written in the stone.
in the stone.
In the stone, you'll find the meaning. You're not standing tall.
Come on, I see you back there.
In the stone, the light is shining. Touching all.
Let me hear you say.
Love is written in stone.
All right, all right.
Desert in September, cloudy eye. Never was a cloudy day. Not to take you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only we talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December, kind of love we shared in September. Only blue talking love. Remember, true love was here to stay. Say that you remember, dancing in September. Never was a cloudy day. Put your hands up, y'all. It's the party, party, party,
Let me hear you.
say you remember,
Well, we know they can make noise.
Yeah. Wave your hands like this, yeah. Gonna rock it out, come on. Wave your hands like this, yeah. Wave your hands like this, yeah. Wave your hands like this, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Hearts of fire. Here we go. Taste of desire. Take you higher and higher. To the world you belong. Hearts of fire. Taste of
done yet.
Every man has a place in his heart. There's a space where the world can erase his fantasy. Take a ride in the sky on a ship, fantasize, and your dreams will come true right away. And we will live together until the 12th of never. Our voices will ring forever as one. To see victory in a land called fantasy. Another life for you and me to behold, to be sold is ecstasy. You will find other kind that has been in search for you, and the life's path promised you to recognize is alive now in you. And as you stay for the play, legacy has in store for you. Knowing life, let see it through. It's your day, shining day, all your dreams come true.
Battery, fire off some of those cannons. On behalf of Colonel Esch and all the members of Pershing Zone, I want to thank you all for braving the weather forecast and joining us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed our program, and I invite you to visit our website. Thank you. I invite you to visit our website, usarmyband.com, and of course, all of the social media platforms. Please check out our calendar. We'd love to see you at future events. And we'd also like to extend a special thank you to all of the park police here tonight who've helped to make this event possible. So as I mentioned at the top of the program, we've saved the best for last. This year we present a piece by the American composer Dudley Buck, written in 1879. When suggested Buck write an orchestral work celebrating Francis Scott Key's patriotic song, he composed the festival overture on the American national air, the Star-Spangled Banner. His title does not recognize Key's song as the national anthem because it wouldn't receive that status officially until 1931. The overture soon became a staple of American music concerts here in the US and across Europe. And performances of this exact piece deepened the relationship of the Star-Spangled Banner to our nation, helping to make Key's song the only possible choice as our national anthem. Now, just so that you understand how this is going to work, we're going to ask you to join us in singing the national anthem, but it comes at the end of the piece. Fear not. You're going to know when it happens. It won't be a surprise. Just follow the colonel. He'll cue you when it's time to stand and sing along. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We close our program with Festival Overture on the Star-Spangled Banner.
Wow. If you guys are not impressed, I don't know what to tell you because I am impressed. The Navy concert was amazing, but the Army concert blew the Navy out of the water. Literally. No, I'm kidding. The Navy concert was great, but this just took it to a whole new level. I mean, just having it here on the National Mall with the Washington Monument in the background. I mean, I'm speechless. Being in the Army Reserves myself, this one hit a little bit closer to home for me, and I can't tell you how proud I am to be an American right now, and how proud of my service into the Army has made me feel just through the music of the Army band. The cannons at the end, wow, talk about like really getting your heart exploding. We're the Army, right? So you gotta do cannons. Tonight's concert was a really big deal. It brought out a 4-star general. I think that's really the first time I've seen a 4-star general in person. It was the Colonel's last concert before his retirement. He has been serving the U.S. Army Band for almost, I think, 30 years? And the band member in the front, was she a clarinet player? 35 years in the Army. Wow. Wow. What an amazing night to bring their career to a close. This is the first time the U.S. Army Band has played right here on the National Mall with the Washington Monument in the background, and on the other side, the United States Capitol. I could not think of a better location to have the U.S. Army play. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. And congratulations to the Colonel and the other band member who served their country for so long, and they finally bring their career to a close. Or should I say, with a blast with those cannons. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, for all your years of service. I thoroughly enjoyed this concert, and I hope you did too. I hope it made you proud of your heritage, wherever that may be from. When they brought out the NATO singers coming from Slovakia, the United Kingdom, and Germany, it just resonated that whatever country you're in, let's all work for peace. Let's all live on the same place that we call home, planet Earth. I really hope you did enjoy this as much as I did. If so, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and click the bell notification icon so you never miss any future uploads. There is a link down below in the description for all of the videos that I have put into this playlist, Washington, D.C., where you can check that out, including the Navy concert. And I'm sure there's going to be more concerts while I'm here in D.C., so make sure you are, again, subscribed and check out that playlist below. I think that's going to be it for tonight. It finally cooled down, and I think that I don't think we could end it on any better of a higher note, especially with cannons. So with that, I am going to say good night, God bless, and take care of yourselves and each other.